Look at what he's done in the sport. He's carried the flag for his country.
Bro,
he's won
you
2
every
world titles.
second lose your fans.
It's
Please shut up.
impossible for any man not to be proud of what this man has done.
Please shut up.
He's the best fighter on the planet.
Ian is good fighter, but he don't have something special. I beat many strikers, and that's it. He just next opponent. That's it. He don't have something special to defend my wrestling.
If you beat Ian Machado Gary, would that be the biggest win of your career?
No, it's not gonna be biggest win in my career. It's the title fight. I take 2 titles, and now I'm gonna defend my welterweight title. And welterweight right now it's more competitive division, and I have more good opponents, and that's why I want to fight more years, because we have real contenders in this division.
What is the chance that Islam will not wrestle against you on Saturday night?
Islam's better than all of them. Islam's the greatest fighter on the planet right now. Islam is going to come in there, he's going to grab a hold of me at one point, and that's the moment the fight starts. I'm excited for that point to prove my talents, my skill sets, to be able to show everybody that I can stop the grappling and bring the fight where I need it on the feet.
Are you a little bit surprised that the fans are so against Ian this Saturday?
No, I don't surprise. I know. No, nobody like Gary. Myself also. He don't know, because people confuse which country you represent, Brazil or Ireland. People don't know. People know who they have to support. Thank you for all your support there.
Beating him proves that I'm special. Everybody right here, everybody in this stadium, every single one of you fans, consider him to be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter on the planet. You consider him to be the greatest martial artist walking the earth right now. When I beat him, you'll all shut your fucking mouth and you'll call me great.
My plan to step to the cage from the first second, pressure him, take him down, broke him, and finish him there. I'm looking for the finish this fight.
Are you a little bit surprised? Why don't these people like you?
I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't care less. My little boy's here laughing at me, smiling at me, making faces. I'm living the dream. Islam's here. I get to show up on Saturday night and fight for a world title. I dreamt of this dream when I was a 16-year-old kid. I dreamt of being a UFC fighter. I dreamt of having the ability to fight for a UFC world title. And this weekend, on August 15th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, all of my dreams come true, and nobody can take that away from me.
Everybody smash him. Everybody smash him in AK. Everybody smash him in AK.
Deron, go.
Deron smash him.
Deron, brother, he was my easiest.
Deron.
He was the easiest guy for everybody.
Don't do this, man. Don't do this.
Everybody take rest with it.
This guy's crazy, man. Can you still beat him in grappling?
He can, but you cannot.
You see what I'm saying? You remember the one time? You remember that one time? I tell him he's gonna spar. Habib said, Habib, tell him go spar me, and he sit on the couch. I just feel sick. You remember Ali? Ali tell me you talk all this shit. Bro. They tell him he's gonna spar me. You remember? Did you not cough? But did you not cough whenever it was time to spar? Like you didn't want to be there in front of him.
A little bit nervous.
He said you seem nervous.
I don't know how I show him this, bro. I don't know, bro.
Huh?
I don't know, bro. I don't have any.
Maybe like your heart beat real fast or something?
And he touched my
like,
heart.
Can hear it. Like you're so scared that you...
Bro, maybe I can check by my phone what's the heart rate that time. I don't know what he see, bro. I just see the next target. That's it.
What do you make of Ian Garry, the opponent, though? Like what is his skill? He's very good.
He's good.
You win this fight, you go 17 in a row in the UFC.
17.
That's never been done. Where does
20.
that rank?
20.
You want to get to 20?
Yeah, 20. And I'm gonna be like, break his arm, I don't break his neck. It's good, bro. It's safe. He's bro, still young. He can be champion after, like, I don't know when I'm retired. And I see my opponents right now. He don't have something like special. He just next one.
Islam, if this weekend you win this fight, where does this rank in all of the things that you've done in your career? And are you aware of the record. Khabib said, go, it's your turn. He go,
Bro, maybe in Istanbul we organize match against.
me versus Ali? Grappling?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna kick his ass.
Easy money you want and buy new watches.
Maybe one like you, Richard Mille. But he's a good fighter, and he's very confident. And yesterday he said, when you guys were at the face-off, he felt a little bit of a nervous energy coming off of you.
From where? How?
Huh? You're the
Good skills, you know. But, bro, he's not undefeated. Nobody beat him. We see, bro, Shavkat beat him 4 rounds, bro. When somebody give him pressure, take him down, he have problem.
Do you ever feel pressure when you come into these fight weeks and into these big fights?
No, I don't feel any pressure. Because, bro, all my life I did same things.
The UFC
Training,
330 press conference revealed 2 fundamentally different approaches to the same fight. ISLAM MAKHACHEV is treating this as another step in a historical pursuit. Ian Garry is treating this as the moment that defines his entire career. That gap isn't psychological. It's technical. It's about how each man plans to structure the fight at the system level. The crowd dynamic reinforced that gap. Garry leaned into being the underdog. He didn't try to win over the Philadelphia audience. He pivoted directly to his narrative. At 16 years old, he dreamed of fighting for a world title. Saturday night, that dream comes true. That's a story about arrival. Islam's narrative is about continuation, the next opponent, the next step toward 20, the next record that becomes untouchable. Different emotional vectors. Different strategic urgency. The wrestling threat itself is the pressure system. Islam doesn't need to land every takedown. The constant threat of the takedown forces Garry into reactive positioning, tightens his stance, reduces his ability to create offense at range, and shortens his offensive window. This is takedown threat as psychological modifier. Once Garry starts defending wrestle more defensively, Islam's striking threat increases because Garry can't commit weight to movement. That's the architecture of pressure. Islam also made his legacy ambitions clear. He's at 16 straight wins, tied with Anderson Silva and Kamaru Usman. He's aiming for 20. This isn't Garry's moment because Islam has already decided this is step 16 toward a 20-win plateau that becomes unbreakable. That's a psychological gap. Islam is fighting to continue a narrative he's already written. Garry is fighting to create a new one from nothing. One man believes he's protecting history. The other believes he's creating it. Garry's movement also depends on maintaining clean distance. That's where the pressure system becomes critical. Every step forward Islam takes, every clinch attempt, every takedown defense Garry has to absorb, that's fatigue accumulation. Movement at range is energy efficient. Movement while defending takedowns and managing clinch pressure is exponentially more exhausting. By round 3, Garry's distance manipulation becomes slower, heavier, less evasive. The pressure system is designed to escalate, not maintain. But that assumption has a technical vulnerability. Islam has already proven against elite strikers that he doesn't need to overcommit to takedowns. His wrestling works inside the distance Islam creates through forward momentum and pressure. The takedown attempt doesn't always have to land. It collapses space and forces Garry into defense. That's different from Garry's model, which assumes Islam has to fully commit and overextend. Islam is using the threat as a pressure modifier, not as the primary offensive mechanism. Garry's counter-narrative is movement-based distance manipulation. He described it directly as master manipulation, dictating where Islam goes, forcing reactions, then choosing attack moments. Garry isn't running. He's creating asymmetrical offense. Islam commits to forward pressure, Garry uses that momentum against him, creates space, strikes. The underlying assumption is that Islam will commit too hard to takedowns and leave openings. Garry believes he can survive the grappling exchange and reset at range where his striking output exceeds Islam's. Islam's game plan is mechanical precision. He stated it directly: pressure from the opening second, takedown, break him, finish, no adjustment, no strategy adjustment mid-fight. This is relentless forward momentum designed to collapse Garry's distance and force the fight into Islam's world, the clinch, the mat, where wrestling pressure accumulates faster than striking output. Islam has already dismissed Garry's movement as something he's handled before. He's beaten strikers. He's seen defensive wrestling. For Islam, Garry isn't a new puzzle. He's volume confirmation of a system that works. Saturday night tests whether pressure systems and wrestling dominance can compress Garry's movement before his distance manipulation can create enough striking volume. Islam isn't looking to prove anything in a standing war. He's designed to impose a system where Garry has to operate in Islam's framework instead of his own. That's the core technical contrast underneath all the narrative. Islam believes he controls the pace, the distance, and the accumulated toll. Garry believes he controls the moments in between. One of those frameworks breaks down in a championship fight. Saturday, we find out which one. When Garry talked about the grappling exchange, he called it his moment. He acknowledged Islam will get him to the mat. That's not a contingency. That's the beginning of the fight. Garry believes his ability to survive wrestling, escape, or defend submissions and reset at range is superior to what Islam has faced. But survival isn't the same as stopping wrestling. Islam has demonstrated that elite grappling pressure compounds over 5 rounds. Garry's model requires him to not just survive, but to create offensive windows while managing cumulative fatigue and the threat architecture that Islam builds.